I first met Miss Ray in sophomore year. Since 6th grade, I always wanted to do orchestra, but me being an immigrant, coming to a new country, I had to take extra English classes, so I don't have no space in my schedule. And when I saw her as an orchestra teacher, I felt goosebumps.
I first met Miss Ray in freshman year, and I felt like the same passion that I had when I was younger didn't really resonate with me as much anymore. But that all changed when Miss Ray became my teacher.
When I talked to her in my sophomore year that how much I want to do orchestra year, she did not for a second objected or said, oh, it's too late, just do other things that will look good in your college application or anything like that. She said, you're welcome to come.
The energy and enthusiasm that she had for us and for orchestra was really unparalleled and unprecedented compared to all of the other teachers that I've had.
My proudest moment as a teacher is seeing this intrinsic learning on display and the deep community ties that the Annandale Orchestra community has created. 3 years ago, I launched an inclusive curriculum and conducted an ongoing classroom orchestra program called Crescendo Orchestra for students with significant and severe disabilities. I bring this work outside of our music education bubble to the general public to advocate for the impact and importance of music education at international speaking engagements, such as my TEDx talk, The Sounds of Success. I've established an open-minded learning community through founding and directing the Fairfax County Public Schools Parent Orchestra, a group that annually connects 150 caregivers and their children in music making by teaching them how to play their student's instrument. Current and future music educators engage in experiential professional development through peer mentorship and dive into new teaching strategies. I instituted a partnership with the nonprofit Music for Life to empower young musicians by providing free in-school private lessons to more than 60 at-risk students at Annandale High School. I am honored to have been given the space to share my student stories with both my peers and those outside the arts community. Through varied continuing educational platforms, I've instituted thriving projects that push the boundaries of music education and spark conversations on how to create representational programs, foster environments that motivate intrinsic learning, and what it means to truly meet others where they are at.
She makes it easier to approach her, to connect her. If you have any issues outside of orchestra, she's always there for you. She always finds fun ways, creative ways for students to be connected, to have fun.
Even seniors of last year come back as alumni, even after only having Miss Ray for 2 years, and still come back and watch all the shows. You can see how connected we are all together and how much we really appreciate one another, and that's all thanks to Miss Ray.
At Annandale High School, we have something called Pride Time, where students can hop around every other day to different classrooms in order to get remediation or use it as a study hall. I usually have a line outside of my door of students requesting to come into my room where they can all get together and work on sectionals that they scheduled themselves, practice with a friend, or just take some time to figure out what they need to learn with me. One of my Crescendo Orchestra students, Kevin, was originally told was not a great fit for an independent job and to continue on to post-secondary services when he graduated. He has now come back as my instructional assistant for the class because he has found his thing and he helps teach my class now. Within my own program, I've grown it from 65 students to 130 in 3 years despite the impact COVID had on class numbers. I have 41 seniors graduating next year with an equal number of rising 9th graders coming in. 4 of these students are going on to study music education and 1 is going to study music therapy. One of the coolest moments of my career so far has not been the Wolf Trap performances or the audience I've gotten to speak to, but my students performing the piece Greater Than by Brian Balmages on our spring concert. Every student in both my Crescendo Orchestra and General Education classes were moving, breathing, and making musical moments together, regardless of their background or ability levels. All to say thank you to our Annandale community in the way that we know best.
The diversity, the acceptance that I've seen in orchestra kept me feeling comfortable coming from minority.
I realized through her teachings and her advice and lessons and her consolation. Orchestra is much more than just a class. It's a second family.